Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back with another video. Yes, we are. So, listen, we got some things to talk about today, but if you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this thing goes. Some shit might shut down, some shit might stop working, but we will get through the show. And if you are a newcomer or just a pop in visitor, welcome and hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
All right, so we got to talk about my girl Wendy. So she was on her show today, and she basically, in a nutshell, said that she goes into a private room and breaks down and cries in front of her to avoid crying in front of her son. She basically said she would never cry in front of her son because she feels as though her son needs to know that his mom is a soldier. So she will not cry in front of him. She said her son is going back to college, and he needs to know why he's in school, that his mom is going to be okay. She's a soldier, and so she said she may have cried maybe once or twice in front of him, but for the most part, she goes into a private room, gets an extra fan, lets the wind blow and boo-hoos. If she cries in front of him, you make it seem as though like she snubbed her toe or something, like she hurt herself. That's pretty telling, because girl, what does that say about your fractured arm, girl? Are you just telling the world that you got a fractured arm and he really was beating you? But that's something different. I'm just saying. But so we know that she's capable of, just throwing something out there for the sake of not having people in her business. But Um, I think this is interesting. Um, and the whole conversation started because they were talking about Jesse Williams and his wife Erin. Um, they're getting divorced. Jesse Williams on Grey's Anatomy. They're getting a divorce, and it's a sloppy divorce. Erin has been is she says that she cries every night, and it's okay for her kids to see her cry. Her kids are 3 and 5 years old, and Wendy's advice to her was not to let your children see you cry because it makes your children feel unsafe, especially if they're between the ages of 3 and 5, all the way up to 18. And you know what? I kind of agree with her with that, because even now, I feel as though it would make me feel unsafe in a way to see my parents cry. Like, my mom doesn't cry in front of me. My dad doesn't cry in front of me. I mean, I look at my parents as like my superheroes. They're like two of the strongest people that I know because they won't cry. So if I seen them cry in front of me, I would know that it's really bad. So I would be afraid. Even I'm well past 18, but I would definitely be afraid if I see my parents crying, because I'd be like, well, what's going on? Because usually my parents, and I'm just speaking from my experience, usually my parents, they have the answer for almost anything, and they just know, like, it's a big deal or it's not a big deal. They're usually the ones telling me if I'm overreacting, or just to relax. And so to see them in a situation, if they're crying, it would worry me, because I would go into a panic, like, okay, what do I have to do, um so that my parents are not crying and they're okay. And I think that that's what Wendy feels with her son. Like, she wants him to know that it's okay. Go to school, go to college, focus. You're safe. I'm safe. We're good. It's just that sense of, being a parent, and letting your kid know that, hey, I got you. She may mention to, she doesn't let him see her cry, because she's all he's got. And if she's not there, then he's got nothing. And so she doesn't want him to see her sweat in that way, because I don't think she wants him to lose focus, which I agree with. So I'm really happy for Wendy. I'm proud of Wendy. She's really, really a strong woman. Like, I've really watched a lot of interviews, read her book. Like, the way that she deals with controversy, objections, her family, like, and having this all unfoil on a public platform like this, in front of the world, and everybody know about it and still have to get up there and do your job day in and day out and admit that you are battling addiction, um, admit divorce and a husband having a baby on you, just all kind of stuff, and to really still hold it together and have a smile on your face. You know what? Like you go. That's very admirable, Wendy. Um, and I'm talking to you through the camera, but I would love to meet Wendy Williams one day. I would love to meet you if you're watching this. And I'm in total support for you. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be many nights that you break down and cry, but you will get through it. Best of luck. There's a lot of people out here, fans and things, that are rooting for you and that are happy for you. I know that I'm one of them. One day, perhaps we will meet and we can really have a conversation. But no. Um, so yeah, I totally agree with her. You don't have to. You kind of have to suck it up. You don't want to. You don't want to cry in front of your kids. I don't have kids, but I know that my parents, somehow they don't ever show me any. They don't ever show me when they're sweating. It's kind of at the point now where I have to tell my mom and tell my dad, listen, let me know what's going on. Like, don't be in the doctor or in the hospital for a week or something and I didn't know about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of parents I have, which is that's scary too. So don't be that parent either, because I don't like that either, because I'm thinking everything is well, and then wham, you've been in and out of the doctor and I know nothing. No, that's not good either. So there's a healthy way of communication, but I understand most parents, they're not going to want to show any vulnerability in that way, because most kids look at their parents like superheroes. I know I do. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should is there an age limit where your parents should be able to cry or not cry in front of the children? Do you guys agree with Wendy? Do you guys not agree with Wendy? Do you agree with her going into a private room crying to avoid crying in front of her son? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you guys like, share, most importantly, subscribe. Any tips, news, things you want me to discuss, email me at thearmonwigginshow@gmail.com, or you can also contact me via Instagram at The Armon Wiggins Show. Until next time, keep that same energy, and I'll see you soon.